¿Cómo estás? This is the first video I've made in a long time, and I'm gonna address many things. First thing I'm gonna do is address some questions. I'll call them the frequently asked questions. On my videos and other formats, people have asked me, where are you? What happened? What's going on? Well, I'm going to start there. Many things have happened, okay? And I've expressed some of them in some prior videos, but I'll just bring you up in a short history lesson. Over the years, I got played. I was scammed to the tune of a lot of money. And it awoken me to many aspects of, who I'm being. Okay, I built a channel. Yeah, I created stunt doubles, and I accept my vulnerability. I accept the fact that, I have an open heart and open mind, and even though it might have gone against my intuitive nature, I kind of played along. And it came to a point where I realized that I needed to stop, look, and listen. I needed to pause. And I had to pay attention to who I was being and do a little soul searching. And so I'm feeling more comfortable today. And it's an interesting day. I just learned this morning, in preparation to going out, that where I live here in Lima, Peru, is in a temporary lockdown and a curfew, because apparently there is some anarchy. People are upset with the conditions and the situation, and it's a microcosm. What's going on in the world is happening everywhere. And prices are rising, people are striking, things are changing. And, my primary focus is, and always has been, on how can we really support humanity? How can we really impact and make a difference, have a certain purpose or a mission to enable the average person to actually live in choice and freedom. So, I don't choose to play victim. I've been here in Peru, it's almost about a year. I left America December 30th in 2020. I moved to Tulum to be with my son. I spent 4 months there. He met a Peruvian woman. I moved to Peru along with him, and I created a new life here, which led me to a very important relationship that I dreamed about for years. I had been celibate for 12 years. I had to overcome my own shortcomings. I realized that I had addictions, and the one that was probably more critical than most is, my sex addiction. It was a sex addiction. addiction. Can I say that? Sex addiction. And in that healing process, I met a remarkable woman. And we have such a glorious and beautiful life together, and I'm grateful for that. And we live a simple, quiet life here, and we ended up adopting these two adorable puppies, and I'll show pictures of all of them. And we have a cat, Gordito, and she's 13. Our puppies are about 7 months old, and they're sisters, and they were abandoned, left in a box on a highway. And, our hearts were, opened, and so we adopted them. So that's just kind of bringing us up to speed. And the last videos I made, quite frankly, I get a reminder. I don't really follow my own channel. Imagine that. But I get comments all the time. I have people that come in and ask me, what happened to you? Where did you go? Well, we love your videos, and we appreciate you, and we love you, and yeah, I'm humbled by that, and I thank you for that. But sometimes we all have to take pause. I wrote a piece a long time ago, and it was a performance piece, and I called it Life the Giant Tape Machine. And in it, and I'll just keep it simple, it was a conscious idea about how our lives are run by tapes. And on a tape machine, there's, a series of buttons that can be pressed. And, my favorite button is play. Play. But right next to play is pause, which I've done. But if you go to the left, you can hit rewind, okay? And metaphorically, that's living in the past. You can hit fast forward. Metaphorically, that's living in the future. Play is being in the moment. It's about being present. And this is where I choose to stay. Now, there's 2 more buttons on this tape machine. One is stop. Stop. And the other is record. And sometimes we have to really select stop and be conscious and careful when we press record. What are we programming? What are we accepting? So I live in philosophy, ideology, metaphor, analogy. Anybody who knows me knows that. And I'm dealing with real life situation. Now, a year ago, I made 4 different tapes, and I talked about something that I'm extremely excited about. It's an opportunity that I looked at carefully. I've been in business many times. I have quite a catalog and a history of marketing, advertising, sales, motivational speaking, show business, entertainment, blah, blah, blah. And I got to a point where I really didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to kind of retire all this. But I was introduced to a company that's called ONPASSIVE. And that was a year ago. And ONPASSIVE is right now postured to finally launch. And it is a unicorn company. It's a multi-billion-dollar company that hasn't even opened the doors yet, which is amazing. It's all based in technology. And I welcome people to consider this because once they launch officially, you won't have an opportunity to be a founder. And I am a founder, and I'm grateful for that introduction. And so, yeah, I welcome you to just consider this because it's, in my mind, it's big, it's prosperous, and it's about humanity. It's about love. And so, if you are interested, let me know. That's all. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. And then recently, I was introduced to another opportunity. And again, I looked into it carefully. It was originally created by a young man, quite an entrepreneur, out of Guadalajara, Mexico. And the company is called XIPRA. And again, this is an impressive step towards prosperity. And more importantly is the heart and the mind and the mission and the purpose. And that is to bring people up, to elevate them to their possibilities, their potential of their own prosperity as a result of this, which the company has only been in business 2 years, a little over 2 years. Started from zero in Guadalajara, and they're a $1.4 billion company at this point, and they've created over 50 millionaires in Mexico alone, where the average income is $300 a month. Hello. Both these intrigue me only because their mission, their purpose was to focus on humanity and love. And how can we really, and like any marketing, any campaigns, any of these ideas, it's hard for some people to see them because there's a great amount of enthusiasm and a lot of rah-rah, a lot of cheerleading. And, some people are focused on yachts and cars and, homes and this, that, and the other. That wouldn't be my purpose. That's not my excitement. I want to help humanity. I have a dream, and my beautiful partner and I are in complete alignment and agreement on creating a animal sanctuary, a farm, and we want to create a healing and retreat center, a recording studio, and it's all focused on love, where people can come and experience healing for themselves, share their experiences and heal, and people to enjoy beautiful animals. And animals are healers. They're natural. They always bring so much love. And the humans could really benefit if they would really just take a look at how much, if they just got in touch with themselves, got in touch with nature. Just go out and breathe in the fresh air. Go out and take a walk in the park. Get out in the forest, the jungle. Take a walk. Sit by a river. Sit in peace. Meditate. It's all about health, okay? And I've spent years to recreate myself with, as most people know, I do urine therapy. I drink my pee every day, and I've done this for over 5 years, and I'm healthier now than I was through my entire life. I had chronic illness, I had chronic pain, and I took medication every day. And for 5 years now, I haven't had to do that. I stopped all of it. I haven't even had an aspirin, nothing. And I'm grateful. I'm a happy camper. And I want people to know I'm good. It's all good in my hood. Life is interesting, and it constantly changes. Right now, we're all facing amazing crisis. The world's changing quickly. And what we all need to get ourselves aligned with is our humanities. If you're listening to the news, you might want to reconsider that idea, because We've been propagandized, we've been misled, we've been bamboozled, we've been lied to, we've been hoodwinked. And it continues at enormous proportion. And if you keep looking outside yourself for a resolution or a solution or some kind of idea, you're looking in the wrong direction. If you are in a state of fear, if you're pointing fingers, if you're making blame, shame, and excuses, it's not going to help you. It's not healing. It's not healthy. And that's my point of view. I've had to do a lot of work over my lifetime, and I work at it every day. In the wisdom of the Tao Te Ching in Lao Tzu, a quote, I never heard of any of that until like it was 22 years ago or something. And I read a quote, I learned a quote, and I live by this credo. And the quote is simple. Do you have the patience to remain unmoving until your mud settles and the water clears and the right action appears on its own? Let me repeat. Do you have the patience to remain unmoving until your mud settles and the water clears and the right action appears on its own? I found this profound. It went right into my heart. I repeated it 20 times immediately because I wanted to own that one. I just wanted to really understand the profound wisdom that was in that simple little verse. So I live my life this way. And I do my best to be patient and remain calm, regardless of all the craziness and the chaos that is going on and surrounding us. As I stated earlier, the shit's just about as crazy in Peru as anywhere, okay? I left America because, well, I was done. You know, I was just done. I've been watching what's been going on for most of my life. And I'm not a proud American. I'm not enthused by what happened and what is happening. And I'm just going to do the best I can to make a difference, one day at a time, in the best way I know how, which is to stay in a centered space, to keep my heart full of love, to keep my mind open, keep my mind clear, and be able to share and love people. So, with all this being said, I welcome you. If you want to know more information about either ONPASSIVE or Zebra, connect with me. You know, make an effort to contact me. You know, I'm not going to put a bunch of links or anything. I mean, I'm simply just going to leave it alone. I'm going to spread this message. And if you're interested, I welcome you to reach out to me, contact me, and I'll share information. You can contact me. And other than that, I hope you're living your life in peace. I hope that you're not living under the bus or under the bridge, and that you can move forward, you know, in your life to have prosperity, harmony, healing. We can't live in this divide anymore. We're going to have to step up and start cooperating and resist the temptation to competition. There's no reason to compete against men and women, black and white, gay or straight, politics, religion. All of it is all designed to divide us. Why don't we get together and unify? Why don't we do that? That's what I'm working on. That's what I'm working towards. So I hope I answered your question. You know, I don't need to go into a whole lot of story making, and I am a storyteller. Okay, I could tell you all sorts of stories if you're interested, but that's not an important message right now. I want to send you love. I want to send you peace. I want to send you prosperity and healing. That's my mission. That's my intent. That's my purpose. And if you're in, awesome. And if you're not, awesome. It's all choice. You know, I live in my body, my freedom, my choice. And I'm a rebel. And I don't plan on changing any of that anytime soon. So with that, you know, I will send you love and blessings. And let's see. Oh, by the way, boom. You've just been loved. Peace.